Almost exactly 3 years ago, I lost my job and had to move countries due to the pandemic. And while me and my wife were figuring out what our next move was going to be, I started making videos about building my first mining rig. Something that I was then finally able to do after having been interested in crypto mining for quite a few years at that point. I put those videos up on YouTube, not expecting much really, but it completely changed my life. Turns out I never had to find another job. Because since cost of living isn't super high here in my country, I've actually been able to just about provide for my family from doing, well, this for the past 2.5 years or so. And of course, that would never have been possible without you guys, the crypto mining community. 100,000 of you have now subscribed to this channel, and of course, I am forever thankful to each and every one of you. But to me, what's even more meaningful about that number is the fact that there is at least 100,000 of you guys out there wanting to get involved in crypto mining, wanting to learn about it, wanting to help each other, wanting to build the community. To me, that is what is amazing about this. It is not an achievement on my part for getting 100,000 subscribers. No, it's a community achievement that such numbers actually can be reached in this space. So in this video, I want to talk about how I've approached making YouTube videos for these past 3 years and some key things I've been doing, which I believe have been the biggest reasons for how the channel did manage to grow to this size of 100,000 subscribers. Now, I don't think I'm some sort of YouTube genius or anything, but I've obviously learned quite a few things from doing this for 3 years, and I do strongly believe in sharing information. But just to be clear, this video isn't going to be about like thumbnail design or video editing or anything like that. There's plenty of videos about that on YouTube already by actual experts. Instead, I want to share some of the things I think make the biggest difference. And you know, those things, they happen up here and probably apply to anything you want to do, not just YouTube. So we're gonna get into that, but also an announcement too. Red Panda Mining, I'm sure you're aware of him, fellow mining YouTuber, told me he wanted to give away one of his ASIC miners to celebrate my channel hitting 100K. I honestly thought he was kidding at first, but no, apparently he is serious. So, you know, that's amazing, and I'm obviously not going to stop him from giving away one of his miners to one of you guys if that's what he wants to do. So at some point in this video, I'm going to tell you how to enter his giveaway, but I'm not going to tell you when in the video that is, so you're going to have to keep watching to find out how. But of course, massive thank you to Red Panda Mining for doing that. Now, the first realization I had as a YouTuber was that, honestly, I'm not very interesting, and neither is my mining farm. We're lucky to have a lot of content creators in this mining space that both have amazing on-camera personalities and awesome mining farms. But I knew that I'm neither of those things. So if I wanted people to get something out of watching my videos, I needed to find another way of providing value. And that's when I decided to focus almost exclusively on educational content here on the channel. And I also know that I don't necessarily want my channel to be about me or my farm, so it kind of worked out anyway. But I think a good example of what I mean is that even now I couldn't even get myself to just make a simple thank you for 100k subs video. No, it had to be a how to get 100k subs video, because I guess all my videos have to be educational in some way. But on that note, I think the biggest piece of advice I can give anyone wanting to start a mining YouTube channel, and honestly I hope a bunch of you do, more on that later, but that advice is that in this space, fellow YouTubers are your colleagues, not your competition. As crypto miners, we're used to this condition called a scarcity mindset, meaning we think there is always a limited amount of whatever resource we're currently talking about. So if someone else gets something, that means less of that thing for you. And that's because, well, in crypto mining, that technically is true, right? Every mineable crypto only pays out a certain amount of coins to miners every day. So the more people mine, the less each individual person gets. Although I don't necessarily think that is a particularly healthy mindset to have about crypto mining either, but I'll talk more about that in a bit. However, YouTube actually works the exact opposite. There isn't a finite amount of views going around, so that, for example, if Red Panda gets a bunch of views, that now means less views for me. It isn't like that. Actually, it's quite literally the opposite. Think of it this way. If you're considering maybe buying a new miner, let's say the iServer K0 Pro, and you decide to go on YouTube to watch some video reviews of it first. If there was only one single video about this miner, sure, that's the video you'd watch. But if there were 2 videos by 2 different channels, would you just randomly pick one of them and that's it? That's the one you're gonna watch? Probably not, right? You'd most likely watch both the videos to get more than one single perspective on if the miner you are considering is actually worth buying or not. And if there was like 100 videos, you'll probably not watch all of them, but you'd probably at least skim through quite a few of them. So, as you can see, there is basically an unlimited amount of views available on YouTube. If your content is good and there is interest in it, it will get watched, regardless of how many other YouTubers there are making similar videos. I also want to give another example of this. Let's say another mining YouTuber puts out a video that goes mega viral and gets like 1 million views in a week. That's not going to take views away from the rest of us. Instead, what that is going to do is, obviously, it is going to get a lot of new people into mining. People that are now going to start looking up more videos about mining, and in doing so are going to find and watch the rest of our channels. There's a saying, a rising tide lifts all boats, and it is definitely true here on this platform. If you make a video and then another creator makes a similar one, that just means there's now another video where your video is probably being recommended in the sidebar. There's also another lesson here, which is that the more we all come together, help each other and share our findings, the better we all do as a result. This is a concept called collective learning, where instead of each person having to individually learn everything there is to know about a subject in isolation, in this case, how to make good YouTube videos, we can all just compound each other's skills and experiences, and that way everyone becomes a lot better, a lot faster, which in the end means the whole community thrives. My next advice for anyone wanting to get into YouTube is understand the reason you are wanting to do it, and then keep asking yourself why to try to get an even deeper answer to that question. The reason why I think this is important is because YouTube is an insane amount of work. And if you don't know down to a deep level why you are doing this, then you're either going to give up or you're going to start half-assing it and never get anywhere. You might also realize you actually don't have a deep reason for wanting to do it, and in that case, that could be a sign that there might be something else you are more passionate about. So for me, the surface level reason why I'm doing this is because I want to educate people about crypto mining. Okay, but why do I want to do that? Well, because I want mining to be more accessible to more people, and I want more people to get into mining. Okay, but why do I want more people to get into mining? Well, because I believe mining is the backbone of crypto, and if more people get into mining, I believe the most crucial part of what makes cryptocurrency work will grow a lot stronger. Okay, and why do I want cryptocurrency to grow stronger? Well, because I believe having an alternative, decentralized, digital, and open financial system is extremely important for the freedom of modern humans. And ultimately what I really want is mass adoption and for crypto to go completely mainstream. And at the point you start getting really philosophical like that, that's how you know you've probably gone deep enough. Then what you do is just work backwards from there and let every level of why inform and shape what you are doing as a YouTuber or whatever else it is that you're wanting to do. A few of the ways I implement this is I constantly try to improve the quality of my content. I try to write my video scripts as if I was explaining it to someone who this is their first video on crypto mining that they are ever watching. And I try to only cover things I actually think are good or positive. Now that last point is something I get a bit of criticism for indirectly sometimes, especially when I make videos about different mining hardware. People think I always hype things up that I talk about, but no, it's kind of the other way around. I only make videos about things that I am already hyped up about. So yeah, like 99% of my videos are going to be positive because if something is crap, then I don't make a video about it. That would just bring more attention to a product that I think is bad. And speaking of good mining hardware, if you're wanting to win this 𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗡𝗏 BMK3 Kadena ASIC miner that Red Panda Mining is giving away, all you gotta do is go to this video by fellow YouTuber Mining Stacker. I'll link the video down below in this video's description. Make sure you are subscribed to Mining Stacker, then comment on his video, not on my video that you're watching right now, on Mining Stacker's video that is linked in the description, and you gotta comment something positive and actually topical about his video. Then in the comment also mention if you are in the US, Canada or EU, plus the secret word Kiwi. Your account also has to be more than a few weeks old, so you can't just make a bunch of fake accounts, it won't work. Then, Red Panda Mining will pick a winner in his stream this coming weekend, so you do have quite a few days to go comment on the video to enter the giveaway. Then whoever wins, 𝗦𝗡𝗧𝗏 will pin your comment and let you know how to contact red_panda mining so that you can get your prize. So go get your comments in on that video and subscribe to 𝗦𝗡𝗧𝗏. And again, thank you so much to Red Panda Mining for doing this giveaway. I'm assuming you're all already subscribed to him, but if you aren't, obviously go subscribe to Red Panda Mining as well. Alright, I want to end this video by again thanking all of you for the support you've shown me over these past 3 years. Ultimately, what I want is just to put out the best possible content for all of you, to teach you guys stuff that might otherwise have been tough to get into, to do research into things and then report my findings to you guys, and if nothing else, to at least provide you with a bit of entertainment. And the last tip I want to give to anyone who might want to get into YouTubing, or I guess anything else that also takes a tremendous amount of work like this, is to first of all know your worth, but to make sure you lead with your integrity. Because it is very tough to find the right balance between these two, but it is crucial that you do, and that you also don't ignore either of them. So what does this mean? Well, let's start with the know your worth part. If you're working yourself to the bone, putting in 80-hour weeks to produce the best videos you can to help educate the community, then you deserve to be paid for it. I don't think you would ever demand someone else work for free for you, so don't expect it of yourself either. When something is fun, we tend to be willing to do it for free, but you don't deserve to starve or be homeless just because what you are doing is fun, especially if it's providing value to a whole lot of people. But that said, don't just start taking any and every sponsorship that pops up because you deserve the money. This is where the lead with your integrity part comes in, because you would be nothing without the community, and they deserve for you to do your due diligence when it comes to this stuff. Me personally, I've done a lot of reflection about where I draw the line for when it comes to sponsorships and partnerships here on the channel, and basically what it comes down to for me is I would never work with anyone that A, I don't think actually has a good product or service, B, I wouldn't personally buy from if they hadn't contacted me first, and C, I can't trust 100% they won't scam, con, or mislead my viewers in some sort of way. I also don't promote coin projects or tokens, exchanges, gambling, betting, rewards programs, trading bots, or anything along those lines. Now, one note here is that those are just my own personal convictions, and I have nothing against anyone who do promote those things, as long as they do so in a clear and honest way. And on that note, I also make a rule of my content being extremely clear about what is a paid for ad segment, so that you guys can know that everything else in my videos is always 100% my own, not paid for opinion. I do also recommend products where I do make a bit of money from affiliate commission, and my rule there is also very straightforward and simple. Always be completely clear about when something is an affiliate link, and I only recommend products or services that I actually think are good. And also, I'm not forcing any of you to buy anything. I will recommend stuff based on my own research, opinion, and experience, but ultimately, you are responsible for your own actions. DYOFR, as they say. But that said, I am going to take my own advice and end this video with a word from a long-term channel sponsor. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much again for 100,000 subscribers. Thank you, Red Panda Mining. And also, thank you to our channel sponsor. Coin Mining Central is an online store for ASIC miners, and there's no doubt that right now ASIC mining profitability has just been going up like crazy in these past few months. And the miners that I'm personally most interested in right now are probably the Goldshell KA Box Home Casbah miner and the Jasminer X16Q, which I still think is probably the best ASIC miner available for at-home miners like myself. Coin Mining Central are also continuously providing me with exclusive discount codes for you guys, like the code 𝗧, which gives you $125 off on every miner in your order. I am also very excited to tell you that Coin Mining Central have recently launched a loyalty program that lets you earn points in loads of different ways, like signing up for their newsletter or following them on social media. You also earn points on every order you make with them, and these loyalty points can then be redeemed for massive discounts on your next purchase. Now, on top of this, with Coin Mining Central, worldwide express shipping is always free, and there are never any added payment fees during checkout or anything like that. The listed price is always the total cost you'll pay for the miners. And I did a lot of research before I decided to partner up with Coin Money Central, and there were two clear things that stood out to me about them. The first one being that as opposed to most other ASIC vendors that are based overseas, Coin Money Central is registered and run out of England, Europe, which means they have to adhere to the very strict regulations for customer support and personal detail protection that we have over here. And of course, all brand new miners also come with a full manufacturer warranty. The second thing is their pretty much spotless track record of delivering miners to happy customers like you guys for well over 5 years at this point. So please go check them out today. I'll have the discount codes and link for you down in the video description.